Welcome back to the Comic Vault. We've got 44 comics that I've bought in the past couple months since the last video. So let's get stuck into it. Let's go through the big box. Number one is a super local comic by an indie artist named Andrew Pilkington. It's Mole number 7. Mole number 7 is a bunch of skit cartoons.
They're so much fun. They're very unpredictable and the art style is really cool.
Big time. And to top that off, Mozzarella Halloween, which I believe is Mole 8.
We haven't read this one yet.
Based on what's... We haven't read Mole 7 either.
Oh, okay.
I don't think. Yeah, we haven't read either of these. I picked them up a few months ago off Andy and...
Oh, they're so cool.
Good smells. Yeah, check him out. I've put the link to his website below. Definitely worth hitting up. So Mole 7 and Mole 8.
That one's so thick, Mole 8.
In mid-December, I went with Sheridan and my little sister Lola, and we dressed up as the Superman family, or at least as many as 3 people can dress up as a Superman family. And I bought a few comics at Oz Comic Con Xmas edition. Start us off. I guess we'll do one at a time. We'll do this one.
I love how embossed these are.
Yeah, so embossed covers. Catwoman number 1 of her first ongoing series. Not her first series, there was a limited 4-part miniseries, but this is her first ongoing. And that was a $3 comic for that one. However...
Which one did you buy first? Oh yeah, it's kind of obvious.
We bought this one first.
$10, yep.
That being said, it's the newsstand edition.
Yeah.
Which is usually harder to come by. I honestly don't consider them more valuable or less valuable.
It's slightly older than you, just by like
1993, November is it? August 93. I'm September 94. I was curious.
They're in good condition. I think those look really nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh,
and just to top it off, Catwoman 18.
This one's awesome. I think I spotted this one.
Can you tell that Sheridan was with me when I was buying comics?
Yeah, you don't typically go for a whole bunch of Catwoman stuff.
Not typically, but I'm not against them.
This one's so cool. Big fan.
Followed by...
The art style is really interesting for this. It's not typical. But it's a variant, right?
Yes, that'll be Sujin Jo, the artist's name.
Oh, okay, sorry, I thought that was the name of the comic.
Sujin Jo, forgive my pronunciation, and that is the Black Cat variant cover. We're big Black Cat fans, big Catwoman fans.
All of the cats.
Pretty much because they're the sexiest characters in comics.
Pretty much.
I actually had one of these from a few months ago as well, but I saw it there for $2 and figured I'd pick up Comet Man's first appearance.
What'd you get last time for it? So what?
Yeah, probably paid a bit more actually.
Okay. Not bad then.
The other one was probably in slightly nicer condition. This one's still pretty nice, very fine, but...
Oz Comic Con this time was good for comics, which sounds silly, but in the past sometimes there's not really much, but we bought stuff. This one.
Batman 515.
What am I looking at? Oh yeah.
It's another embossed cover, but in this case it is all black.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. It looks like nothing at first glance. I was wondering for a while why you bought it. I was like, alright, it's plain black, okay.
Yep. This one I've been after for quite a while. Frank Miller's Ronin.
Okay.
So Frank Miller's the same guy who does, 300, Sin City.
Okay.
Maybe 300. And a few other weird things.
Is that one extra spenny, or am I seeing an extra line that isn't meant to be there?
You're seeing an extra.
I saw 110. I was like, oh.
No, this one was $9.
Okay.
Yes. It was 10, but all you have to do is ask for a $5 discount when you buy a bunch of books, and they'll give you $5 off.
Mm.
And this is probably still fair median value. I don't think it's much of a deal.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, but I wanted to check this one out, so now I will. I'll probably even read it.
Ooh. Oh, open it, read it.
Ooh. Fantasy Masterpieces #1.
This one's older, right?
It is. This one's 1979, but it's a reprint of Silver Surfer #1, which is from 1968. So essentially 11 years later, they were like, hey, here's another one. Because you probably can't afford that comic that now costs $4.
But they know you want to read it and the online world isn't existing at this point. So
Pretty much. Yeah, they're just repeat popular comic book issues.
That's a funny thought. We wouldn't do that now.
We do that. Yeah.
They still do that.
Yeah, big time. We do it all the time.
Well, I think it's like, oh, I just read it online. But
yeah, but if you want to have it, read it.
Yeah, I guess if they weren't
They do it
made.
all the time. They did it for Amazing Fantasy, the originals, recently in a trade paperback form, I'm pretty sure.
Interesting.
They do
Fun
it.
facts.
They do it all the time. Darker Image.
Ooh.
Do you know Image?
Is like the film company? Or
Comic company.
comics or...
So that's Max,
Okay.
Blood Wolf, Blood Sport, something like that.
I don't know these.
Death Blow. So essentially, this is the first appearance of both Death Blow and Blood Wolf. And it even comes with a tradable card because it's still polybound.
Oh, that's so fun.
So that is the Blood Wolf trading card.
I love that. That's fun. I didn't know about that.
Yarp!
Oh, this next cover creeps me out.
Really?
It's spooky. Yeah, it's just like the vibe of the little boy.
Spook House, #1. Not a very common book. Just thought it was a bit of fun from Albatross, the comic producer. And
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
no, neither.
Is it the first one?
Yes, #1.
Is it new? As in a
As
recent series?
from memory, it's like 2015.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, they've
So
probably
fairly
made
new.
quite a few by now. Hopefully.
They've made a couple, and I think they did like a Halloween thing in 2018 or 19 or something.
Interesting.
Yeah, bit rainy. Constantine.
Constantine.
One of them, which you may know as one of Keanu Reeves' movies.
Oh, really? Is it called that?
Yeah.
Is it meant to be based off an actor? Like, is that...
No.
Okay. I think it kind of looks like the Twilight dad. What's his name? Castile.
Sure.
Insert the image here.
So yeah, that was Constantine.
Sexy girl.
This was for Sheridan purely because I know she loves a sexy cover.
Oh, it's so nice. Look at it though. Yeah, it's actually nice in general. Outside of the sex factor, it looks cool.
So that's Vampirella #1.
And that's the first Vampirella we have.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's from her, probably like a 10th series.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it's a second series from Dynamite. So I think it trains hands a fair bit.
Oh, is that like a red
IP.
flag?
No. Marvel got bought out by Disney. Is that a red flag?
Is it being bought out though, or is it being
It's a good question.
traded? It just seems dodge at that point. I don't know. Someone tell me.
Vampirella seems to be doing more successfully with Dynamite than it has since it originated in, I want to say, the 70s.
I'd love to know what the actual story is. I've never read any of them.
Totally.
She could have a really just boring personality, but I doubt it. Oh.
So all of those comics are Since Ronin were all from Anthony Abdo from Facebook, so thank you, Anthony. These ones are all from Christine Christensen.
Oh, there's so many good ones.
And these are Saga. Fairly early Saga issues. Not super early, but early.
As early as we can justify buying.
By the time you're seeing this, they're even earlier than when they were filmed. So this is Saga number 19. Saga number 20. And Saga number 21.
Are the guys we like in these? Little, I want to say Sealy boy. What is he?
I don't know.
We need
Here
to
we
get
have
back into reading.
Issue number 25.
Sorry.
It's alright, destroy it.
Sealy.
Issue number 26.
Yep.
Issue number 27.
This is much further than we've read because this kid.
Issue number 28. Issue number 29.
Pretty.
Issue number 30. And our favourite cover, issue number 34, featuring Sealy Boy.
Sealy boy. With Sealy boy. Are they both seals? I'm realising now.
Horner Walrus?
Oh yeah, Seal and Morris.
I don't know.
Similar kind.
I don't know.
Yeah, were they all from the same person?
Yep.
That's
And
amazing.
then I got a couple from eBay. So I wanted to get a Saga number 1. So I put in bids on 2 and won them both. So I now have 2. One is in really good condition, the other one's in pretty good condition. And one of them came with this, which is a bunch of prints.
The covers?
I honestly don't know.
I've never heard of that. Is it literally just one page of each
I
cover?
have no idea. It's sealed, and I figured I'd just leave them sealed until I want to know.
That's so interesting. It would be cool to frame them. Like maybe it's
It's
a
the whole
set
point of
we
them,
can-
but it's sealed, so I don't want to know until I need to know or
Okay.
want to open them up.
We'll frame them.
Alright, moving on.
Very different about him.
Yep, thanks to Ken Allen for these Spider-Man issues. Spider-Man number 1, which is the first meeting of Peter Parker and Miles Morales.
It comes with a free digital copy.
It may or may not come with a free digital copy. Moving on, same purchase was Spider-Man number 12? No, 14.
It's very cool. Isn't it?
Which is Miles and Gwen getting hitched. And to predate that, this beautiful one, Spider-Man number 14. No, 12.
There are so many
So-
Spider-Man wedding covers. Like every possible person. It's interesting. Yeah, the colours of this are stunning. And on that note.
Yep, speaking of, Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows number 3, comic exposure variant, which is the Mary Jane Venom bridal outfit cover.
Oh, yeah, cool cosplay. Tricky, that's awesome.
Good luck with that.
Like the contacts and everything. Very cool.
We then have Wolverine number 11, which is part 1 of the Gehenna Stone Affair, which I've been slowly collecting. And we have What If Vision of the Avengers
Oh, they're the same one.
Conquered the World. Yep. So those 3,
That's a good
the
concept.
Renew Your Vows, Wolverine, and What If, are all thanks to Carl Villac. So thank you. We have a very cool comic here. This is Lisa number 1, signed by Yeardley Smith, with a certificate of authenticity in the back.
And who is that again?
Yeardley Smith is the voice of Lisa Simpson.
That's really cool.
If you're going to get a Lisa Simpson comic signed, I couldn't imagine who better to have sign it than Lisa herself.
That's awesome. Was this one Spenny?
It says up here. But no, it was $20 plus,
Yeah.
plus a bit of postage.
Is she still alive, the voice actor?
Yes.
Okay. So I didn't know how to say that without it seeming morbid, but that's why it's only $20 for now.
No Simpson voice actors have died except for Krabappel.
Oh, yeah. And are they all the same voice actors, though? Like, if they stuck with it?
Yes. I think there's some problem with Apu.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man number 130.
Ooh, very nice.
You may know this as the first appearance of the Spider Car.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about this.
Yeah. Yeah, a bit of a weird one. Also, what is that? It's also the first cover appearance of the Jackal. If you look over here, that's the Jackal. It's the first time he appears on the cover. It's a terrible quality issue. It's the innermost page is detached, the center. But even having it as like a 1.0 or you have it down as a 1.5.
Someone even wrote car at the top in pen.
Yeah.
It's like a Spider-Man car. Ooh.
Thor, number 158.
I like the crouch pose. It's weird. It's not Thor as I know it.
And this also retells the origin of Thor and Dr. Blake. This is Detectives 369, Detective Comics 369, and is the first time Batgirl Barbara Gordon and Robin team up.
Yeah, that's a funny concept. I didn't know that.
Which is very fun. It's also like within the first 3 or 5 issues of Batgirl, Barbara Gordon Batgirl.
Interesting.
So it's a super early Batgirl. It's not in the best shape, but it's one of those comics I really wanted. 1967.
Jesus. Yeah.
Pretty sure. So yeah, get around the OGAF. And all of those were thanks to James Anthony Joseph, as well as these Captain America comics.
Oh wow.
Issue 431. One's much nicer than the other, but overall they're both pretty nice, and they're both the first appearance of Free Spirit, who is an ally of Captain America.
Never heard of it.
Fair enough, and on par with that, 3 issues later they came out with Captain America 434, which is the first appearance of Jack Flag.
God, they have so many American Flag style characters too.
Well, it's Captain America.
I know.
I don't know about this run, to be honest. I'm not quite sure.
Who's that? They look cool. Purple one.
Yeah, I don't know, sorry. So around this time it seems like they've kind of launched a new hyper-American team of stuff. Moving on.
Another what if. Love what ifs.
This is a bit different, these what ifs. These are the What If Miles Morales series.
Oh, okay.
So that's what if Miles Morales became Wolverine. And this is what if Miles Morales became the Hulk. So I have what if Miles Morales became Captain America, which is the first one. Wolverine, the Hulk. The 4th one is Thor.
Oh yeah.
And has been kind of critiqued as being a bit weird because of how
He's on a different planet.
No, because of how stereotypically racist people are in direction towards Miles Morales' Thor. It's quite a weird comic.
Okay.
And then the 5th issue is a bit like, what if Miles Morales had to team up with Miles Morales from different universes and save? It's kind of like the Avengers. But
yeah.
Miles Morales is the Avengers.
Interesting. I don't mind that.
So they're kind of just making Miles Morales everyone to kind of make it okay that Miles Morales is now Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Detective Comics number 665. The significance of this was pretty much nothing to me. I just decided it was kind of cool. It's the first appearance of Tony Brassey, who's some random mobster who...
It's very creepy.
Yeah, I think the Batman's face was
Yeah, he has villain vibes.
a bit creepy.
Robin Judging and all that.
Moving on.
Don't know what this is.
I'll show all three at the same time. So that's issue 1, issue 2, and issue 3 of Chosen, also known as American Jesus. And this is essentially the story of a 12-year-old boy in the early thousands who realizes he has powers, and it turns out that he is the second incarnation of a higher being. Read it. I read it, and it's really, really fun.
Interesting.
There's a shocking twist at the end.
Okay.
That's really cool.
Is the art style consistent to the covers? Like, does it look like
Yeah,
this kind
pretty
of
much.
style?
Yeah, it's not as Jesus heavy.
Yeah, okay.
These ones are all kind of making Jesus
It
a
works.
silly, funny gimmick.
Oh,
Amazing Spider-Man 21. This is the marriage of Peter and MJ.
I always love this one. Makes me so happy. And there's that other version of it, isn't it, where the Avengers are standing around?
There's a bunch of villains and superheroes fighting or something in the background, typically.
Do you have that one? I feel like you have.
Yes, I have the other one where they're fighting. This is not the one where they're fighting. This is the one where there's just a normal bunch of
So
friends and
cute.
family in the background.
So cute.
Quintara Stone. Just Quintara Stone. I ordered this so long ago, and it took my comic shop forever to get it to me. Here it is finally. Yeah, I have no idea what it's like, what it's about. Just kind of looking forward to some stuff that wasn't by DC and Marvel.
Yeah, fair. Keen spot. Okay. Never heard of it. It's nice how many niche ones are.
And this one's named after me, obviously.
Wonder Man.
Oh,
I didn't know Wonder Man existed.
why not?
I don't know why.
Well, you got Wonder Woman.
I know. I feel like it's
And
the
why not?
one.
By Marvel, Wonder Man. This ain't a DC comic.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. Nonetheless, Wonder Man.
Such a dig. Like, those guys have been petty for the last 100 years or whatever.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure there were rumours of this turning into a show or a movie or something, and Bob Odenkirk from Better Call Saul and all that,
Oh.
he was likely going to play his agent.
Yeah,
This is the agent's first appearance.
that's cool. That's really cool. Interesting.
Fantastic Four, number 354. The only significance of this is twofold. Well, in this case, 3. One, it's the first appearance of... give me a second. Of Casey, who is a train conductor. Secondly, it is Walt Simonson's last issue of Fantastic Four.
Okay.
Thirdly, it is signed by Walt Simonson.
Oh, good.
Not on the cover, but in the splash.
Oh,
So if I open it up, it'll have it.
oh that's cool.
I have a certificate of authenticity
Oh,
here.
look at you with all your signed comics and stuff.
Just to recap who Walt Simonson is, he did Thor and was the inventor, creator of Throg.
Yes.
So he created Throg, aka Simon Walterson,
Mm-hmm.
thus Walter Simonson.
Mm-hmm.
And I really wanted this signed copy of Walt Simonson, just because that's too fun to not have Throg's creator's signature somewhere. Even if it is Casey's first appearance instead of Throg's.
I want to make an edit of you just saying Throg, 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 obsessing over him.
And finally, Not Brand Ich.
Interesting.
Not Brand Ich is a parody comic book made by Marvel about Marvel. So they kind of take the piss out of themselves. This has the first appearance of For Bushman, or at least the cover appearance. Excuse me.
God, you know you're successful when you can start taking the shit out of yourself.
Oh yeah, big time.
It's crazy. Very fun. Oh.
And actually, lucky last is this little beauty.
Oh my god.
Venom number 35. And Venom number 35's significance is that this is the legacy number 200. For those not knowing what legacy is, legacy means that if you have comics 1 to 100 and then do a second series, by issue 100 of the second series, you've got legacy 200. So it's not the second 100 issue of this series, but it's the second 100 issue of Venom series if it was all put together in a single line.
Yeah.
This is a 9.8.
It's crazy. Huh?
And I don't have any specific keys to point out, but it is a bunch of keys because it kind of culminates the whole story. You get things like Venom becoming, you know, the king of the symbiotes. You get Eddie Brock's son doing stuff. There's just stuff going on in it.
Yeah.
Definitely a big collectible item in terms of the Venom franchise. So yeah, Venom number 200, 9.8 is the last of our 44 comics for this video. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining me as always.
Actually, I forgot about some of those. That's one fun thing about not filming as regularly. Having a bit of a refresh.
Yeah, I was excited by that too. A lot of those were new to me again as well. So look forward to the next one. Hopefully there's not 44 comics to go through. There's slightly less, but we'll see. We'll see you next time on the Comic Vault.